Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here to get a message about your specific person. I'm getting started with the intention on pulling on their thoughts and feelings about you and your connection at this moment in time. After that, we are going to pull some cards on their intentions, as well as a short message just for you towards the end of the reading. So make sure to stick around for that. The first card we had come out was the Hermit. That fell to the floor, and then we also have Strength coming out. Okay, so I think that we're talking about a person who's spent quite a bit of time alone in their life, or in situations that made them feel a little bit lonely or isolated. And through that time, through the most recent venture they've been on, they actually started developing some really important personal skills. Most importantly, and most significantly, involving their emotional well-being. So you could be asking about a person who spent a bit of time single and maybe you just started seeing them, or maybe you've noticed that they've pulled back their energy recently. They've been spending more time alone, and that's because they've been in this state of deep self-reflection. And I think this person has really been trying to harness and analyze their own emotions to understand what's really going on within themselves and to become a better version of themselves. This person is definitely going through a level up process, a big growth process, and again, more specifically when it comes to their emotional well-being and understanding of the self. So honestly, I see a lot of beautiful things. I do think that this person was also thinking about their feelings for you, okay? Maybe they realized they were a little bit flighty or impulsive, and maybe that they need to kind of temper that down just a little bit and bring more stability into this situation with you. Especially if this person was a little bit of a player or something like that. Maybe they're starting to realize that they do want a deeper emotional connection, and that actually is really important to them. Maybe they were in denial of that before, and that's something that they've been thinking about recently. Let's get a few more cards out. Ooh, that one really wants to stand out. Yeah, we have the Empress, okay? And the Empress is creative. The Empress is receptive, right? Divine feminine energy. So, and actually I feel like that's representing your person's state of being right now. They don't have to be a feminine. It's all about energy here, okay? But I do think that your person is in a form of a receptive mode where they're kind of absorbing things. They're taking things in. Your person is introspecting, they're reflecting. Maybe they're even tapping into their feminine side a little bit more. And that could be why they're so in tune with their emotions at this time, with their inner world versus their outer world. Especially if we're talking about a very career-focused person or somebody who embodies a lot of masculine energy in general. I think this person has been spending some time getting in tune with their feminine side recently, really understanding what their inner world is communicating to them, basically. And overall, I just see a lot of positivity coming from your person. I do think that they have a mindset where they're somewhat focused on you, but a lot of this is kind of just talking about them on their own journey to give you an understanding of what the heck they're going through right now. And I do think that they're starting to be more in tune with their emotions towards you as well. Let's get a little bit more specific here, actually, because we've kind of just been talking about them, and maybe that's for a reason. I never argue with my divine team. I know that whatever comes out in a reading is meant to come out. So maybe some of you out there are really just seeking some clarity as to what your person is experiencing, especially if they've been acting different lately, or if you've been having trouble getting a good read on them. It's because they're just going through a big shift and they're learning a lot about themselves and their own heart. And they're in this receptive mode where they're taking things in, they're absorbing things right now, they're allowing things to come to them instead of going out into the world and seeking things. So let's get some info specifically about how they feel about you right now. Not necessarily just about them and their own journey, but specifically about you. How is this person feeling about the viewer? Okay, maybe they feel like they've hurt you, or there's something in your connection that's really hurt them in general and stressed them out. Do you think this person is up at night? Maybe they're really worried about your connection. Let's get a couple more cards. Okay, Yeah, maybe this person feels like they need to bring more charm into this situation. They're also showing me the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups down there, as well as the Four of Swords. And I'm not gonna spend time picking all those up, but I am going to reference them because I see that they're face up. Okay. I think right now your person's primary thoughts and feelings about you is that maybe they messed something up here, that they need to come back in and maybe bring a little bit more charm and maturity into the situation. We're not just talking about somebody who wants to come in and be flaky and flighty and say all the right things and then just walk out again. I think this person is really seriously stressing out about whether or not they're going to lose this connection. I don't think they want to. They're stressed out about that concept. And if this is someone from your past and you're not in a connection with them currently, I think that they're kind of kicking themselves right now with how they treated you, and they're coming to this revelation as to why the connection ended in the first place. And it was because of some sort of abandonment, and maybe your person continuously hitting that pause button or refusing to move things forward with you, okay? And they're thinking about this great need to come in with more maturity and spark in the future if they do choose to come back in, if this is a connection from the past, or if this is like your present partner or someone you're in a connection with right now. They're thinking about how to approach this situation maturely and stably with some charm, because they know that that's kind of needed to remedy the situation right now, or at least from their perspective, they feel like it is, especially if they've been cold to you or distant towards you. Remember that this person is really waking up to their emotional well-being right now, and they know that emotion is like the cure here, or at least that's what your person is thinking. They're assuming that because there was a divide or a lack of emotion in the past, emotion must be the remedy here, okay? In fact, I think I'm going to put that in the title. Emotion is the remedy. I don't even know, you guys. But seriously, that's what's going on with your person right now. We have the Strength card. They want to be more soft. They want to be more gentle. Maybe they realize they were cold with you in the past, or they've been cold towards you. Okay. And they know that they can't continue to approach you with that same energy, or anyone else for that matter. Okay. Let's get a card about the future. I want to see what the next chapter between the two of you will look like. I'm going to deviate away from my original structured plan for this reading. And if you've been enjoying it so far, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment down below if you want to share your story with the collective, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. We have surprise. Romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. And I read that backwards, you guys, because when I'm filming it, it's backwards. So bear with me if I was off by a word. Okay. I don't typically read things in reverse. Okay. Backwards. So I think in the next chapter, like what's coming next between you and your person is just essentially going to take you by surprise, and you might not be meant to know exactly what that surprise is just yet, but maybe you've had an inkling about it. Listen to your own intuition here. I think this person is going to shock you with something. And you're not going to see it coming, especially if this person has been rather unemotional with you and they show up one day with an abundance of emotional expression. Yeah, that would definitely take anyone by surprise. And I suspect that's probably what's coming from them. So what I'm going to do now is get you out your messages, and we're going to go ahead and seal off this reading after that. This is meant to be just for you. It could relate to this connection or not. Take it how it resonates for your life and your situation. Your first message is, if you didn't get something you really wanted at this time, if you feel stuck or feel like things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger and better is coming. It's something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you are asking for now. And you know what? It's so true with many things in our lives. Sometimes we think we want something very, very specific, but God has an even better plan for us. And when we detach and we release that and kind of allow things to unfold how they're meant to, sometimes we attract something even better to our reality that we didn't see coming. And honestly, I think personally, that's why I believe faith and trust are so important when it comes to divine orchestration, because when we enter into that state of allowance, that's when the real magic tends to happen, okay? And your affirmation of the day is, today I feel good. Today I know deep down that I look good, feel good, and am a good person. And I invite you all to type that below in the comments to affirm it. That's a beautiful one, and it's very, very positive for self-love. So if you've been needing an extra dose of self-love lately, that's a great affirmation for it. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. I want to thank you all for joining me. Have yourself a blessed rest of your day or night, and until next time, bye for now.